Let's take both hands one side, inflate that leg side here. Take both hands. Let's come onto our hands and knees. Let's grab our dumbbell and you're gonna place one hand on the end of that dumbbell and tip the dumbbell towards you and thread the needle here. Take that dumbbell to the other side. Tip that dumbbell away from you. Okay, if those thread the needles felt good and like you had space, repeat it again. If they felt kind of weird and you weren't sure, flip the dumbbell. So instead of going towards you on this side, go away from you. I'm going to stay with towards me. It sets me up for a better twist on this side. And then on this side, I'm going to tip it away from me. You could try tipping it towards you. Again, I know on this side that sets me up for a better twist. And maybe your side's like the same thing. Either tip towards or tip away. Okay, now we're going to come onto our back. Have the bolster handy or your couple of yoga blocks. Okay, we're going to elevate the hips, slide the bolster under. Okay, so we're going to bring both feet off the ground. You're going to keep one knee here, stretch that other leg out. So you can hug on that shin or on that thigh or down closer to the ankle to let your head come off the ground. Think of trying to bring the ball of the foot towards the heel, and then you might bring that leg towards midline, and then away from midline, and then towards midline. And then both knees up. We're going to switch sides. And bring it towards midline, away from midline. Okay, bring a feet to the floor. You're going to cross ankle over the knee. With the bolster, it's got some extra on either side on 2 yoga blocks. You might have to make sure that they're the long ways. And you're going to take that foot on the floor and toe heel to the other side of the mat, and then bring that top foot across. Focus on that bottom knee trying to come to the floor. And with that foot hooked, it'll get you into this top hip. Now we're going to come up, toe heel. If you find that sense of like kind of feels like stretching you apart, like has the low back, pelvis, hips not feel great, then on this next one, the heel on the ground, imagine it like that radio dial. And again, you're going to turn it to bring the hips to one side and then turn it to bring the hips to the other side. Just do that a couple of times. Okay, and switch sides. So if you like that option of coming across, we've got that ankle hooked, and then think of spinning that thigh in order to twist this leg over, kind of like you're arm wrestling yourself. Go for it. If this like aggravates your sacrum, low back, hips at all, then stay with the tuning of the dial, which we'll all do together in a sec. And we're going to bring it up. So now imagine that radio dial is that heel, and you're going to turn it in order to feel like the legs have tension across them to go side to side. And then take that off. We're going to lift up, lower down, roll onto your side, and take that bolster one more time across your mat. We're going to bring our shoulder blades back onto it here, okay? And wiggle the bottom edge of your shoulder blades so they're kind of on the top apex of your bolster surface. So when you bring your elbows out to the side, you're like, oh yeah, like I'm on top here. I'm going to interlace the fingers between my hands, lift up my hips, lower my shoulders and head back towards the floor. And then I'm going to start to lower the hips so that my spine is bending over the bolster to the degree that feels okay for you. That might be the pelvis touches down. It might not. And you'll just lift and lower a couple times. If you've got the extension through those thoracic vertebrae, that the head and the pelvis can rest on the floor, just give a little isometric press into both, into the floor for a breath. And then exhale, relax. One more time, inhale, little isometric press. Otherwise, you're lifting and lowering. Okay, and then relax. We're going to lift the hips, roll to your side, and press yourself up. Okay, last stretch here. So you're going to come onto that bolster. Bring this guy back towards the wall. So you're going to bring a knee onto that bolster, foot up the wall. Could be the top of the foot on the wall. Could be the ball of the foot on the wall. Then hands get out of the way. We're going to step up this other leg. So option one is you're going to stay over this leg. Option two, beak at the back of the head and the pelvis come back towards the wall. That's going to put stretch in that quad. Okay, and then hinge forward over that leg. Bring it onto the bolster. Step your other side forward. Pelvis, beak of the back of the head coming towards the wall to the degree that that quad can handle that tension that you put into it with that. Okay, and then we're going to come up to standing. Shake out the legs, shake out the arms. Inhale it up. Ooh, wrap them around. Give yourself a tight squeeze and a pat on the back. Lovely job. Have a fabulous week.